All right, well, a lot of fight fans were excited when she signed with the UFC, especially those who followed her career in the kickboxing world, and certainly looks like a good addition here for the UFC in this division.
Well, she's fun. She definitely does bring excitement. She's one of those athletes that you cannot take your eyes off of, and it's because of the way she fights. Her fight style is really, really good. The way that she attacks with that aggressive style, looking to take your head off, is why people tune in. And she walks to the octagon, and look at her face. She's so confident that she's going to get the job done tonight.
She's not Keith Peterson, but she's kind of no-nonsense. I was a little bit intimidated when she walked into the fighter meeting. She is on a business trip, and we'll see if it is a successful one here in a matter of moments. Michelle Waterson steps inside the octagon and is ready to fight. All right, here we go. As balanced a skill set as we have for a fighter in this division, and she was pretty tight-lipped in our fighter meeting in terms of what her strategic approach would be here tonight. She could do it all. She's a well-rounded fighter, and I get excited, John, but I got to limit myself when I start to make these comparisons because I want to yell Valentina. Wow. But I think Erin Blanchfield, a young fighter that when you see Erin Blanchfield, you go, wow, that's a future champion. That's what I get with this kid. I believe that her skill set, her ability to be so well-rounded gives her an opportunity to have a massive future. But you don't get a future unless you take care of what happens right now that's getting her hand raised tonight. And not unlike a lot of our young athletes, she started mixing the martial arts. It was no Taekwondo base or a wrestling base. She's been doing it all since a very young age, and obviously the results in the UFC certainly speak to that. Our tale of the tape for this strawweight fight. The veteran voice of the octagon, Bruce Buff.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds in the UFC strawweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, the Karate Hockey, Michelle Waterson Gomez. And now introducing her opponent, fighting out of the red corner, John Magnum Whaley.
The veteran Herbert Dean, our referee for this one.
Ready.
All right, so we are underway with this highly anticipated stand-up only clash. So these ladies got to play by the rules here tonight. No grappling whatsoever. Jiu-jitsu fighters need not apply. You also can't do any follow-up strikes on the floor. Let's see who the last woman standing will be.
Big inside kick.
All right, early round action here, and Zhang Weili not wasting any time finding a home for that right.
A beautiful right hand. You know, we saw this in the Jessica Andrade fight, her title-winning performance, where she overwhelmed her with that shot that put her out. Zhang Weili is a tremendous athlete, and when she explodes into this punch, she is as good as they come.
Well, she went to the straight left, unable to connect.
She's headhunting here. She lands a nice combination to the head.
Oh, nice straight there by Zhang Weili. Oh, and there's another combination. She's turning this into a sparring session. Just high volume, and her opponent's got to make some adjustments.
Opponent has to make adjustments, but she has to interrupt those combos. When she gets going into her combination, opponent needs to interrupt that. When she is this free-flowing, it is very difficult to deal with.
Weili going for the leg kick. Nothing doing there. Big land there. Well, she's come out swinging early as expected. Truly an elite striker and a very aggressive one at that.
Very aggressive, but don't think because she's aggressive, she puts herself out of position. She's very sharp in everything that she throws.
So 31 total strikes, which have landed for Weili Zhang. shots landing on both sides here. And now that jab starting to get established.
Lands a nasty body kick.
It's under 3 minutes now to go in the round. Oh, her striking looks good. Heavy kick downstairs. Wade Lee gets caught by that straight punch. You got to do better than that defensively.
Nice head kick. Never seen anything like this, J.A. How in the world are these two women still standing?
Oh, nice kick. Oh, beautiful straight right hand. She's staying busy here, connecting with those punches. Zhang's attempt there is blocked by the opponent. Waterson's nose is bleeding now. Looks to be cut, perhaps there on the bridge. Well, when all is said and done, Zhang Weili is going to go down as one of the best women's fighters of all time. And man, has she put on a show for these fight fans here tonight.
I mean, she's a two-time strawweight champion in the world. And in recapturing that belt, she looked like a world beater against Carla Esparza. She is so good at all things mixed martial arts that she's proved time and time again that she is the best. And tonight, she looks like the best.
Waterson's lower jaw now starting to show signs of swelling. Here's the kick blocked by Zhang Weili. Low kick lands flush. Well, no feeling out process for her here tonight. She has stayed technical, but really a more aggressive approach than we have seen from her in the past. Well, I think if I was a fighter, I'd probably be a headhunter, but she is not that, right? She's invested in the body, and she's done some pretty significant damage to her opponent.
Absolutely. You know, you start to go there, and you land something, and you may think, wow, that was hard. Your opponent doesn't really respond. But as you start to pile them up on them, you start to see exactly what we're seeing right now. And now she can start to capitalize on that.
Oh, and there's another nice kick. Solid kicks across the board from her tonight.
I mean, she throws the kick without any wind-up. There's no tell to when she's coming.
Lead kick is true there by Zhang Weili. Man, she is just breaking her down with volume tonight as she lands another combination.
I mean, over and over, she is just landing so many different attacks. It's amazing to watch someone never throw less than 3. She's throwing at least 3 every time she enters.
Well, she has had her striking going from the outset, and she continues to invoke damage there upstairs.
She said that her opponent was tough. She said that she knew it, but she also said that she thought she relied too much on that toughness, and she is exploiting that.
All right, so there's the end of the round. Big story in this one now. The cut on the bridge of that nose from that strike. The cut man is in there. Should be able to shut this one and potentially prevent it from being a factor here moving forward. Well, no surprise to see her opponent continue to attack that cut on the bridge of her nose.
Nasty cut on the bridge of her nose. She wasn't moving her head, and she is now paying for it. Her opponent now will be even more aggressive in her approach to try and advance the damage to her nose that she's already dealing with.
Second round underway. Well, pretty good showcase for these two women in the previous round. As our next round gets underway, some risk management in the previous 5 minutes, though.
I mean, that is a big shot to the head. I can't. She's still standing.
Can you believe she is able to keep up this output just as she did in the previous round, landing a high volume of strikes here and not slowing down whatsoever? She looks like she could go 10 hard 5s if need be tonight. Well, we could be looking at an epic...
Oh!
Back to the feet now.
Game of inches right there, boy. Wow. It was a good night if that landed.
Oh, my goodness, back and forth we go. Massive shots being landed on both sides.
And landing some nasty strikes.
Well, she's leaking a lot of blood now. That cut is getting worse with every strike land.
And the blood is flying. Her confidence is growing. She will continue to try and target that cut until someone has to come in here, ringside position, and stop the fight.
Lands a big elbow there. Oh, she tagged her with that uppercut. All right, so just as we saw in the previous round, she is realizing a lot of success with her kickboxing game tonight, and you can see the confidence growing with every strike landed.
It's overwhelming for her opponent to be in there with her when she's in this flow state. She's so good at everything she's doing that now the activity is starting to pick up. If she can continue to fight in this way, I wouldn't be surprised if this fight gets finished.
All right, so another nice sequence for her there. You've talked a lot about her fight IQ, but this is pretty simple, right? You batter your opponent upstairs, stay with it.
She did it early. She was able to get to her spots, land the shots that she wanted to land. Her opponent did nothing to change it, and now she finds herself in a comfortable position where she has to just keep targeting the face that is so swollen right now.
Lands a good series of kicks here. Waterson's hook shot gets blocked. The defense saw that one coming. Zhang's nose is cut now, and she's starting to deal with some blood in that area.
Let's go. Use your footwork and keep that right hand.
Lands a quick jab.
And both fighters exchange in the pocket.
All right, you're doing great, girl. You're doing great. Breathe and relax.
2 minutes now to go.
Stay relaxed.
Well, not just a high-output fight to this point, but a high-accuracy fight as well. Both fighters have absorbed a lot of damage thus far.
These two women have both fought so valiantly. They have really laid it out on the line tonight, and it's made for a very fun fight.
Go after the cut.
Back to the feet.
Nice leg kick.
Zhang Weili with a huge win tonight. The official decision is in. Here's Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean has called a stop to this contest at 3 minutes, 31 seconds of round number 2. Declaring the winner by knockout, John Magnum Weili.
Well, there she is, and you can be sure there's going to be a long line at the after party tonight after what she was able to accomplish tonight.
I mean, she will be as popular tonight as she's ever been because no one forgets a knockout like this. It'll be on TV. It'll be on the news. It'll be available everywhere she turns for the next few weeks, and this is a massive moment for her.